Welcome back to Factorio and TSM episode number 50, a half century. Hopefully the sound hasn't been too terrible in the last episode or two. So I just realised my microphone wasn't exactly where it should have been. But anyway, here we are. A couple of things. One, I have... what have I done? Gone into map mode when I didn't want to be in map mode. I've upgraded my locomotive to a Mark II, mainly because I needed to upgrade the hydrogen locomotive to a Mark II, but the problem is these are not actually filling up with hydrogen fast enough now to supply our Mark II train, which is, it's got Mark II, where is it? Hydrogen. So it has a Mark II locomotive, and it also has the Mark II fluid wagons, which are about 50% more. I need to change how much the order point. The re-order point is not quite right. That was not actually where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to the one next door, but that's all right. We'll just jog down here and hope we don't get collected on the way. Now, I've realized what happens here is that the bots decide that they need to lay all of the tiles again when you keep them in the blueprint. So I'm going to have to, when I lay a blueprint like this, I'm going to have to get rid of the tiles after, first of all, declaring the area that we need, if we even do that at all. Maybe it's not even worth it. But that's what these bots are primarily trying to do. So I put in, I moved a Roboport over here so that at least... you know, it's not my own personal bots having to do all this nonsense. But it is kind of delaying us from the main act. But I think I have most of the things that we now need. Let's get those in there. Actually, what we should do now is probably see about calling a train to bring in some ore. And it's basically going to be the same train that comes in here. This one is managing quite well as it stands. There we go. So we've just ordered a mineral sludge train. It's filling up at the moment. In fact, part of the reason this isn't going as fast as it should is because these actually get completely full and then they stop. I don't believe one mineral train is enough anymore. Good, we're going to the tin in one, which is here. I might actually hitch a ride back because I have the old locomotives and Mark I fluid wagons. I might actually put them in so that we can have two mineral sludge trains in operation. Here we go. This might be an easy ride back. There's going to be multiple trips before these are full. We need power and we need inserters up there. Do I have enough inserters? No, I probably don't. So maybe in addition to creating a second mineral sludge train, I can also get a top up on my inserters. Which means I'm going to have to get out of here. The mineral sludge train is still a Mark I for now. Doesn't really need to be a Mark II. Is this the right direction for inserters? No. I still haven't made a bot network here. This is the right place. I think that's all I need. Now, I think I'll make the train, I'll put it down in the refueling stop. That'll save me needing to put fuel in the locomotives. I probably should have copied the existing trains schedule, but we can probably do that, I guess, from up here anyway. Trains coming? No. Alright. Yes, it's a fluid train. And the equivalent is... it's probably constantly in motion at the moment. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Probably isn't a great place for me to be. Here we go. That's what we needed. Let's jump on board this one. It's finished filling up. We may as well go to mineral sludge load. So in addition to this, we're obviously going to need to set up, fill this in as well. Oh, lost it, never mind. We probably need some more signals along here. Now that we're starting to get a few trains. How are these guys going? They are actually starting to drop a bit. And where are we going? We are going to the tin, of course. And the other mineral sludge train is now filling up. That's basically where I wanted to get off, I think. So first things first, we want power throughout all of this. So that deals with the chunk making. Now, inserters. I think that's all the... Oh no, I need an inserter down as well. I think... Oh. Pipe. I think that is actually all the inserters that we need. And how are we going here? We're not going particularly well because we need some initial purified water for this to get going. Ah, the bots are finished. That was a very painful exercise when it was my bots. So how do we get... How do we get this thing to go? As in, we need some purified water to kickstart the whole process. Purified water. Purified water. Theme. Can't do any of those anyway. Probably the most convenient for us is to use normal water. Another hydro plant. We'll make some saline water. All this just to get a process kick-started. And of course, we don't have the ingredients that we need. Is there any other way we could do this? Landfill is left, not so much. I want to build a train station here. Which is very similar to this one, except I don't think it's going to be quite... I'd rather just have it in the middle, rather than offset like that. So if I made a blueprint of that and got rid of those, if we place it, we can then work out where we're missing a little bit of landfill. It's there, and just here as well. There we go. I might turn on my own bots for a moment. Hopefully let us do something sensible this time. Request a chest, a requester. We need some signals. Alright, that's good. This won't be what the signal is. What I'm thinking is maybe I could you're actually too close. That's a problem, maybe. Maybe I can do that. It's a little bit awkward, really. It's not quite what I had in mind. Now, I might be able to make a train that can deliver to me here some purified water to start off with, and then change its purpose totally. Let's just see. Let's come over here and pick ourselves up. We want to go to here, please. These things are quite a lot faster, in fact, than the old trains. There we go. Oh, yes. While I think about it, we need to change the volume needed to summon the train from 50k to 75k due to the new volume. Whoops, not 750k. 75k due to the new volume in that train. Yes, we need new. We don't have anything to. Okay, first things first. Do not want these wooden poles ever. Now, I want to build 2 trains. I will need engines, of course. One, 2, and I need fluid wagons, which means that we need steel, probably some more iron. The easiest way to collect this seems to be to take it directly out of the casting machines. Okay, so there's 200 steel. There's 198 iron. 1, 2. Now, where can I pick up this purified water is the question. Have I come too far? No. We have purified water here. The concept of having a train come in I kind of like. See if we can do that again. We need another requester station. A requester? Yeah, a request. For the moment, what I'm going to do is simply put my train down. And we're going to need 2 of these anyway, so we might as well make 2 now. I just want to be able to fill up with some purified water. So that it's in our system, basically. purified water, isn't it? And just some power to enable this to happen. How much have we got? I don't know how much I need. That's probably plenty. Depends really whether the existing process carbon, can have some carbon. Go to Ashcom. Go. So you've got 1.3 and the other one's got somewhat more. 8.3 in total. I'll have to do a bit of a UE round here. Long way around. So we now have some purified water. We can connect that up. We can connect that up. That should be enabling this to start. Not sure what I'm going to do with the sulfur just yet. Mineralized water. Okay, so you've still got 4K. I need those pumps. What we're going to do, basically, actually I could have just put it here, couldn't I? Is pump these dry. That as well, but 2.0. That might be more than we needed. No, I don't want you doing that. 100. Can't get rid of purified water. All right, in that case, what are you? We didn't need as much as we brought along, so what we'll do is pick up all of this stuff. That should be sufficient. So now what we want to do is get rid of the mineralized water. Actually, this could be a problem. Where are these tanks again? No, that's all right. That one is all right. So that's the general idea for this one. Assume, yes, you've added the refuel station. Yeah, not sure what we do with the sulfur there. This seems to be working quite well though. The products will be quite different. But all the others will be different. We still will have that one. $32 and $36. All right. We have our first cobalt ore. We probably don't even need that much cobalt to make these labs, but making the labs is not the only thing that we need to do. We have some other requirements as well. Most notably, we need to... the cobalt is used in some of the future sciences, so... yeah, we're not going to need a huge amount of it, but we are going to need it. You guys don't appear able to crush the stuff fast enough. You were just normal ore crushers. Is there an issue with these guys? Let's have a look. Outputs. 360 crushed bobmonium. We actually need 2 more of these. Okay. I think... alright, flotation cell Mark II. We are building these now, aren't we? Yes. 20 of them. So, we'll go and grab 2 more. I think what I'll do is I'll get rid of this one. And we'll move this so that there's room for 2 more of these guys. That's definitely the way to do it. Where are we right now? We are up here. Where's our train? Oh. Doesn't have reversing ability. Okay. You don't have set destination. Stefan Braun. How about we ride you to the refuel? Go. It won't be called Ashkun at the end. Add station Stefan Braun. Circuit condition for now. Full load of this stuff could take a short while. It actually needs 150, so it's going to take slightly longer. bot that's out somewhere, or multiple bots, are probably going to run over a worm and get themselves killed. So, in addition to getting those 2 liquefiers, what we can do is... Oh, we're going to need to place 2 more... No, we're not, actually. All we need is these guys. What's in the way? Right, that's not going to work particularly well. Something like this should work though. There's not a lot in here, but that's the idea in terms of getting it into this system. So that can be used here. And we were after 2 of those liquefiers. How far away are these bots? We'll probably catch up with them faster simply by going back to where we came from. And I need more stone bricks, but they seem to be a little bit in short supply right now, so we'll worry about that at some other time. In the meantime, let's just grab 10 of those so we can use them later. It might make sense to use this train. We need to give these stops proper names though. Ashcon. We can just give it a simple normal condition for now. We'll need more of these in the future. More of these stops, at that point we can give them a proper TSM designation. Oh. Come on, bots. Oh, good grief. So what I want to do, why is this all stopped? Purified water has run out. Maybe I shouldn't have been so fast to get rid of the purified water. We may need that hydro plant after all. So what's this process? This process needs 50 purified water and gives you 50 sulfuric wastewater. I get it. Because you pump out mineralized water. Alright, you know what we need to do? Instead of having instead of having both of these having mineralized water, one of these can be the mineralized water. The other one can bring purified water. So we will add purified water every time we come through, and we'll subtract the mineralized water. And we may end up just doing it on a time basis, because only one of these are going to end up being full, maybe. Although it should be an equivalent each time. Let's go and fix it at the other end. Oh, my bots had almost caught up. Oh well. Good bots. I need faster bots. Wait. Come back here. Okay, so you're not going to be doing that. You are going to be loading with purified water like we did originally. We do want another tank though if we're going to do this. Need more stone. Stone brick rather, not just any stone. One, that should do. Slightly messier by the minute, but now I think what I'll do is I'll just bring this product through here. Right. So, we may actually change this to wait until fluid count, purified water, that's not my purified water. Purified water, greater than or equal, no, stupid thing. Greater than or equal to 49,500. That's actually not correct. It's a 25,000. 24,000. Well, actually, I may as well make it greater than 25,000. Greater than or equal to 25,000. And here, we want to add a weight condition. Fluid count. Mineralized water. I do want to make this less than that amount. Make it 24,900. This one greater than or equal to 24,900 as well. Oh, and we had better try and fix these signals. Oh, for goodness sake. I don't have another stupid gun to get rid of. But for some reason, I can't dump into the ocean. Dumped there then. Where's my body? There. Stupid game. 15k. We're probably making this guy work overtime, or these two guys work overtime to try and compensate for that right at this moment. $17k. What else? Oh, I wanted to fix up that last bit as well. Where's my train? Is it here? Yes. I'll consider this a job done at this point. Okay, shoot me up to about here. And finally, what we'll do is remove that. You're not necessary. You can go away. This slot needs to basically move to down here. So we can probably cut that lot. Put it around about here. And place two like so. I don't have room for everything. Yellow belt. The ground. Yellow belt. You're basically in the way now as well. I've got no room to pick you up, so right, we do that. Okay, this is kind of the oddest arrangement ever. So let's just do that. Oh, this one needs it as well. Is that working better? Maybe. You probably won't get past about 15k. See. Okay, so that's that side. We have the sludge is almost maxed out, so that's fantastic. We don't actually have that much tin ore. I thought these produced, this thing produced more tin than anything else. It does, but these things seem to be a bit slow. Am I using faster machines over here? No, ore sorting ones and ore crusher ones. Alright. It's going to be a long while before we're actually ready to... They need like 800. We need 16,000. Gives me plenty of time to set all this up, I guess. So, okay, we've got tin, we have zinc, we have silicon. So this one, I guess, will be the silicon. Silicon ore. Let's have a look at the recipe. Kind of want to do it in the order of the recipe. So we've got those three. We have cobalt and zinc. Cobalt and zinc. Cobalt ore. Greater than 16k. PQR is next, and we will need another decider combinator. Oh, we had plenty up there anyway. Go over here, I suppose, and another requester lamp. PQ, and what was it? Zinc, I think. Zinc ore, yes. Continue the wiring, that wiring, and that wiring. Zinc ore greater than 16K. Output PQR and then to S. QRS. That's all of those set up. This is this one set up. We don't have any of these set up for these things though. So I probably want to follow this kind of pattern, although this one, no, I'm gonna need to follow this pattern in the future. So let's start getting used to it now. Tin ore, and we can find the empty tin ore train. Tin. That is incredibly hard to see as tin, but never mind. I don't think I have an empty tin station yet. I have an X. That can become empty tin. Empty item equals tin ore. Got here. This one can become item equals tin or supply. So this one will call a train from empty tin ore. We wait for a full train, and this one will be tin ore, tin ore. We'll call a train from tin supply, and the only change to that will be I'll just take off the inactivity. We need to make that train, but we also need trains for these other items that we have just created. The silicon, the cobalt, and the zinc. So silicon ore is the empty silicon train. I don't know if I'm really getting the value out of this by doing this way, but I need the ore symbol to set filters, so it kind of makes sense to me. What are we looking for? Empty silicon ore. Silver. There it is. Empty silicon. Oh, and again, we don't have an empty silicon, I think. Yes, we need to move to the next one. So I'm going to have to come back to those. We need 5, 6 supply stations. Send me to about here, say. So we need 3 more empty supply stations. And 3 more full stations. Whoops. So you are empty silicon ore. Item equals silicon ore. That's not what it is, apparently. What is it? If it's not silicon ore. That's our crafting menu. Can't you come in? No. Hi. Okay, crap. I need signals. I'll do for now. Where are these ores? Can't craft ores. Buzz once more. Item, whoops, empty. Item equals silicon ore. Doesn't like it. Okay. Empty silicon ore. We'll resolve that later. Empty item equals cobalt ore. At least that one worked. And empty item equals zinc ore. All right, now the full ones. Silicon ore supply. Item equals cobalt ore supply. Item equals zinc ore supply. So we need our silicon and our TSM empty silicon train. You can have empty silicon ore. Except you are to be full. And then the silicon ore. Silicon ore, and that will be silicon ore supply. Get rid of inactivity. Then we want the cobalt and the empty cobalt train. Cobalt. Full. And cobalt. Cobalt supply, and change that. Just get rid of the inactivity. And zinc. And there is a finite number of these. So we're not going to be doing this forever and a day, but it's good to get all of these done. Zinc ore. Empty zinc ore, I think that's the one. That will be until full. And then zinc ore. Zinc ore will be until zinc supply. Save and edit that to be that. Those are our conditions. We can now jump back in our train wherever we put it. Go back here, say. Unable to... Oh, okay. We're going to have to... Oh, I need to make signals. We use so many rail signals, I need to be able to make signals. See if that will work now. Yes, it will. That's not actually where I wanted to go. Let's go up there. We can't do it. That won't actually help. I think we have done enough for now. You know what we're going to do with these. Basically, it should be fairly straightforward. We don't actually... We just need to put the right things into these. Slowly building up. Decent amount of slag in there. What about in here? They're still maintaining quite well. Ooh, the copper one is trying to order. But copper is sitting here full because it's not required. Because this has tons of copper still. So that's good. I think we'll leave you there, guys. This is basically up and running now. We can think about how we're going to do our next one. We seem to be quite a long way off actually being able to replace the lead in here. Sorry, the tin. Maybe not. Seem to be missing a lot of nickel. Because the aluminium is unable to be burnt off. We may have to try and find some way of doing something about the sodium hydroxide, but anyway, that can wait to another time. Thanks for joining me for this. Look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye-bye for now.